Ready? Go. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
We're
Hi.
here. And you're here
We
too.
sure are.
You can be heard.
We can. Hi, how's it going? This is DrawBomb. This is a thing we do every week, or most weeks at least.
Yeah. Most weeks.
Most
Like
weeks.
this week.
This week is one of them.
Yeah.
It was one of most.
That's right.
So, I guess we should probably like introduce ourselves. I don't know if we are consistent about that, but I'm gonna say hi. My name is Ian. I am one half of DrawBomb.
Hi. My name is Brandon. I am one half of DrawBomb.
And two halves.
Together, we equal two halves of DrawBomb.
Somehow we're not equal to the sum of our parts. We don't even equal one whole. We're just kind of like a 75%.
Right, there's
think
some
there's
pieces
just-
missing throughout.
I
We're
think
not-
there might be diminishing returns on us. I
We're
mean,
not mint.
No. We once you drive us out of the lot, we start to depreciate in value.
Yeah.
So welcome. This is. Oh, sorry. What were you about to say?
No, nothing good.
Oh, okay. Well, let's move on then. Let's move past that.
Yeah.
It's not how you fucking up the show.
Oh
Okay?
no. Yeah, I usually wait. Not this soon, you know. You gotta wait a minute before you get into that part ruining the show.
Yeah. Well, we did actually sort of ruin the last show.
Well, you know, things happen.
Things happen. It's okay. Things happened. Everything's fine. Everything is fine, as you can see from the image. Nothing. to worry
Nothing
about
in the world is wrong.
at all.
No. I just realized I have to change the little thing underneath the little title on the screen. So I'm doing that real quick.
Oh, right. It's because you still have it as the last episode.
Yeah, there we go. That looks much better.
Woo!
So how you been?
I've been good. I've been, just sort of living, trying to live, trying to deal with the world as it is.
You know?
How about you?
Same. You know? Got a lot of extra time on my hands now. So
That's yeah. Oh yeah. Do you wanna talk too much about that?
sure,
or-
yeah, no, why not? Depending on what state you're from, this might be the same as where you're at, but in Michigan, they just shut down any non-essential establishment, like everything from like bars to restaurants to spas to, I don't know, just about everything that's not like a grocery store or a hospital.
Right.
And my job falls under one of those, so I now have 2 weeks off.
Wow.
2 weeks
2
of
weeks.
mandatory unpaid vacation.
I got your Snapchat, by the way. I thought it was humorous. I thought you found a great GIF of the dog with the dog.
Yeah.
With this guy, like that was
It
very
was fitting.
apropos.
Yeah.
So, reverse flip side, I happen to work a job that is considered essential, I guess.
I guess people need access to their money.
They sure do. Capitalism never sleeps in America, man. What was the name of that movie? Like, what was it?
All dogs go to heaven. Wait,
Wall
what?
Street 2, Money Never Sleeps.
Oh.
Which is the worst title for a movie, but somehow is proving itself to be very true.
I never saw
But
it.
it's weird.
It has Shia LaBeouf and Michael Douglas, correct?
Yeah, I heard it's garbage.
Oh, well,
I'd love to see it.
I didn't know there was a
someday.
Wall Street 1. I mean, Wall Street 1 might be
Machine.
good, but I haven't seen it.
It's supposed to be great, but I think it's where the quote "greed is good" comes from, which is a quote
That was Wall Street 1, Greed is Good. Wall Street 2, Money Never Sleeps.
Money Never Sleeps. Wall Street 3, Never Die Hard Again. And Wall Street 4, Skyfall. So we can all look forward to all of those because do you think they're gonna either they can't even make movies right now? Like
halted some release dates because theaters are shut down.
That's true. Yeah, they can't. They also just can't even like develop like usually like.
I know what you're saying, but I don't think that's true because I read that there's like I'm sure this is the case for different stuff, but the story I was reading about was about the new Batman. They're still like continuing to film it, which seems dumb.
It's very dumb. Like unless the crew is the only people they're all hanging out with and like no one else, like.
I don't think that's possible. I think a movie set is like a city of people.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of people to make like a full budget movie.
This is funny that this is all happening because I've been playing Far Cry 5.
It's not funny, Ian.
No, it's not. It's very serious.
I know it's not what you
know. But I've been playing. I was playing Far Cry 5 for a while. Finally got around to it, and it was all right. I wasn't really super thrilled with the story at all.
Yeah, the story was dumb, but I had fun playing it.
Yeah, it was a fun game to play. But which ending did you choose? Did you get to the ending?
I did. I'm trying to recall what my options were. I know what happened kind of, but I don't remember what the choice was.
So we're gonna spoil Far Cry 5
yeah,
here.
If you haven't seen Far Cry, if you haven't finished Far Cry 5, and want to, just turn this off for a second, or plug your ears and go la la la.
No. We promise you though, I don't think anyone was super interested in the story of Far Cry 5.
I'm just giving them the benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah, of course. Well, that's why we're number one in Streamland.
Yeah, that's why we're biggest and the best.
That's right, because you can be number one if you registered the place and no one knows about it, then you're number one because Streamland is not an official name for anything. But
did you know Streamland is not a real place?
I didn't. What?
I know. I just heard this recently, and I was very surprised. Shocked.
That must be how we're number one then.
Yeah.
So I registered it. Anyways, so Far Cry 5, you are arresting the cult leader guy after you kill all of his friends and family at his church.
I remember what I did. I just don't remember. I remember how the story went. I just don't remember which part was my choice.
So like when you go to arrest him, he like has all your friends captured, and he gives you the opportunity to either arrest him or let him go, and like he's like, don't, like, seriously, some shit's gonna go down if you arrest me, and you can choose to like.
Got it. I arrested him.
Yeah, I arrested him too. Even though like he had all my friends at gunpoint, I was like, I'm gonna arrest this dude because there's no way I'm letting him get away.
I'm like, the whole game has been just trying to get this stupid idiot, so I might as well.
And he's definitely bad. Like he's not a good guy.
No.
Anyways, so you arrest him, and then there's the whole boss fight. Bless you.
It was a cough, but thank you.
Yeah. Well, at this point, we gotta bless coughs now.
I know, right? That's how the whole thing started to begin with.
Hashtag bless coughs.
Oh gosh. Maybe we'll get some new. Saying bless you after a sneeze is one of the weirdest social things. It's very strange to me. I understand why it exists, but it doesn't make sense now. And it's like almost like a politeness thing now.
Yeah, well, it's 100% a politeness thing.
I know, but it's nonsense, you know. It's like,
it is nonsense.
I could say any sentence. I understand the origin, but now it's nonsense.
There was a really funny, the origin, I'm curious, what's the origin of sneezing?
So this,
not sneezing.
Something being an irritant inside your nose.
Oh, no way!
Yeah,
I've learned so much today. This is the reptiles discussion all over again.
Well, this might, honestly, I should probably look this up before I repeat it, because it's probably, who knows if it's just like one of those, like, it's like a myth. But they say that it's like based on like the Black Death or the plague or whatever, and if you sneezed, if you were sneezing a lot, it was a sign that you were gonna go. So people were like blessing each other. I don't know if that's true.
That sounds more legit than the way. Okay, so whenever I think of people saying sneeze and bless you and Gesundheit,
saying sneeze.
I think
sneeze.
Sneeze.
Bless you.
Achoo! Sneeze. But anytime I think of that, like just that social phenomena, there's this like Penny Arcade comic I think of, and I'm gonna put it on the screen in a moment. If I can find it, I'm taking a real fucking detour here. Yeah, there it is, found it. Haha! That was the easiest this has ever happened. Alright, so I'm gonna post something on the front of the thing. Give me 2 seconds. But this is a Penny Arcade. Oh my Jesus, that is so huge. This is gonna look terrible. It's not gonna look good at all. Okay. This.
Oh
It's this Penny Arcade comic. And he goes, Hachu, I'm gonna read it out loud in case people are not literate, I guess. He goes, Hachu, and he goes, what the fuck, why didn't you bless me? And he says, and the other guy goes, bless you, and he says, God bless you, because I sneezed. And he's like, I guess I don't really do that. And did you know that every time a person sneezes, their heart stops? That's why you bless them. Sneezing is dangerous. And the guy's like, you seem to have made it through okay. And then the guy says, well, you were lucky that time. And then Jesus Christ appears and says, shit, what happened here? Did you bless him? And the guy says, well, I mean, I was gonna. And then Jesus says, man, now I have to take him back to my stern, eternal heavenly peace. Like, yeah, I'm sorry.
Palace.
Now I have to take him back to my eternal heavenly palace. He's like, yeah, thanks a lot, fucker. Let's go, Jesus. We out. And, yeah, just think of that every time. So, I always, you know, that was the backstory I had.
Oh, yeah, no, that one's definitely not true.
No, for sure. Yeah. But I do enjoy that comic. It makes me laugh. Anyways, I should get back to drawing this drawing. So, I don't even know if I finished the Far Cry story, but in Far Cry 5, you arrest the guy. It was a whole boss fight or whatever.
Right.
And then you're about to arrest him, and then he starts saying some, like, Bible shit. And then...
Classic.
As he's saying the Bible shit, he says, like, and then the 8th seal was opened, and then a nuclear bomb goes off in the background, right, as he says that?
Mm-hmm.
And then just nuclear annihilation just starts happening.
And the next game, I believe, takes place on the same map, but it's like a post-apocalyptic version.
It is, and it looks really cool.
Oh, actually, okay. Well,
I actually
get it,
like...
and then I will just steal your copy, or I will just wait to see if it's good from you. I like Far Cry, so.
I love Far Cry. So I think it's one of my favorite game series.
Oh, you have been playing it, alright, gotcha. Or you can. Have you started it?
Yeah, I did. I did last night, actually.
Is it cool?
I think yeah, super dope, actually. I'm really enjoying it. The visuals, but I think the story is already a lot more interesting than what Far Cry 5 had. Like, it's still a lot of dumb Far Cry 5 stuff, but it seems like they kind of smoothed a lot of the rough edges in their narrative stuff, you know?
I gotcha.
So, like, the one cutscene I was watching was, like, more well, yeah, just, like, I don't know, it seems like the story is just stronger this time around, which helps out a lot.
They haven't really had that great of a story in a while, so I haven't really...
Yeah, the only story, like, 4 was alright, I guess, but, like, I kind of fucked the story up for me because, in Far Cry 4, it's all about, like, the Civil War in, this, like, Lang, country called Iraq.
I played it.
Yeah, it was more for the viewers.
Oh, right. Nah, don't talk about it, I played it.
Yeah. I played it with you, dude.
Fair enough.
But
forget they're multiplayer.
Yeah, they're all multiplayer. So if you want to play a New Dawn with me, I mean, it's $45 fucking, and you just got like on.
It's too bad we could have played 5 together.
I know. I mean, do you have 5?
I did.
Well, we can play together still.
I think I did.
Now I could do the Outpost Master. We could reset the Outpost.
I might actually have a PlayStation. I don't know. I'll check.
Oh no.
I don't know. I'll look into it. I might have it. I might not. I'm not sure right now.
Yeah.
Captain Cheapy's here. They say.
Hey. What's up,
Cheeseburger emoji.
Cheeseburger emoji. Indeed.
Couldn't say it better myself.
Yeah. Hope y'all know how to make cheeseburgers.
I do. I don't have the stuff to do it though. I feel like I'm gonna have to go to the store a couple times. Trying to avoid it.
I've been doing that. I've been slowly like making trips, just grab because like also I can't just do a mass haul because I'm on a bike anyways. But I've been just like stopping by and like grabbing more shit just for just kind of elongate any sort of necessary trips.
The restaurant that I work at, they're donating most of the food that will go bad, but the seafood, they have some really bomb seafood there, and they're not going to donate raw seafood. That's weird. So tomorrow they're like, whoever wants to come in at this time, we're going to cook it all up. And I'm like, I don't think I should go though. I want to eat it, but I'm like, this doesn't defeat the purpose. Like it's going to be all our staff there. Like that's the whole. So I might not go. I don't know.
Yeah,
I want to eat the food, but I don't want to go.
Yeah, I've already talked to my gym buddy. We're definitely. I mean, I think all the gyms are closed.
Gyms are closed here. I don't know about over there.
Probably. I mean, they've been pretty serious about this lockdown, at least earlier on. And
I have to imagine like it's going. I mean, we have it. They were kind of like basically what they did in Michigan was they were like, okay, occupancy at every establishment has to go down like 50%. Or like, you know, or like 250 people max, or like 50% of your normal thing, whatever. So like that, all the concert halls and everything got canceled. And then what they did was, it was Saturday rolled around and it was like St. Patty's weekend, and all the bars were packed. So I think they were just like, okay, you guys are not listening, so just it's shut down.
Yeah. There was a couple of folks like I still made it I made a gym trip last week on Tuesday before like they officially started calling for I mean I guess they were at that point, but like I was pretty sterile at that gym trip. I was soaping up and I was like washing everything down. But anyways,
soaping
but
up,
after
washing
that,
down.
Soaping it up, washing it down. After that, I really kind of just decided like, okay, well I know how to stay at home and be by myself, so I'm gonna do that. I visited a buddy's house on Saturday, but I told them like I'm not gonna be doing this for a while.
Yeah, we're pretty much gonna just stay indoors for. There's a couple friends that we might have over occasionally, but they're also going to be staying indoors, at their places. Yeah. So I feel like it'll be okay to meet up people as long as they're not breaking the rules too.
Right, it's all established. Like we haven't broken last like week, so like we can all at least meet up.
But overall, I'm just going to live inside.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to it. I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish I didn't have to go to work where people hand me money that they touch. And,
I know. I was starting to get like uneasy having to work, and my establishment most likely wouldn't have done anything if they weren't forced not to. Yeah, whatever. But so it was like a week ago. I don't want to talk too much about the place I work at. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
But either way, I was getting nervous working there, and just because, I work in a restaurant and you handle a lot of people's plates and things that have all the contamination.
Yep.
Right there, so yeah.
It's not. Restaurant industry is a bad industry to, be operating at this kind of juncture. My brother says, guys, can you get infected if you maintain a constant blood alcohol level above 0.08?
I think you can, except the virus itself is drunk, so it does a lot of crazy shit.
That's true. Yeah, he's just wilding, man.
Yeah.
The virus is wilding.
It like dials your axe and it like sings some karaoke.
Yeah. It throws up in alleyways. It's just. So. I mean, actually, you know what? Give me 2 seconds.
No. Okay, fine. You can have 2 seconds. How about people in the chat? Anybody stuck at home or like what's it looking like in your neck of the woods? literal woods, which is, you know, I feel like the place to be, unless an infected deer comes galloping at you full speed, then you're in trouble.
Sorry about that. That was a little more than 2 seconds, but
Oh, you're good.
I had beer.
What'd you get?
I got a beer. I got a two-hearted ale.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
at the grocery store, and
Michigan represents.
yep, they had some on the thing, and I was just like, you know what? Yeah. I also, when I went to visit that friend on Saturday, I also bought some Woodford for us to drink.
Ooh.
While we were there. You know, just kind of going off your recommendation.
Yeah.
And while I was there, I also saw Knives Out.
Oh, cool. Do you like it?
I did. I liked it a lot. You want to talk about it?
Sure.
Let's talk about it, because guess what? We're not talking about the thing.
I think it's okay to talk about the thing some, but you know, we also don't have to only talk about the thing.
I would like to not talk about the thing sometimes.
Alright, fair enough. This could be a nice escape.
Yeah. I mean,
But
we
hopefully to all our viewers, you're all being safe.
Yeah, I hope you're being safe. Please, for the love of God, don't make unnecessary trips to the bank. There were so many people at the bank today. So many old people were at the bank today. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop it. Get away from the bank.
ATMs exist.
ATMs exist. You can online bank. You can deposit your check with your phone. You don't have to go to the bank. What the hell are you doing?
It's like the human experience, you know?
Seriously, just don't go to the fucking bank for like a little bit. Oh my God. What the hell?
Even when there's not a pandemic going on, I specifically avoid having to talk to anybody at the bank. I do it all online or my ATM. I'm like, even if the bank is open and I walk in, I go over to the ATM. Like, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I don't need to talk to somebody. I don't.
No. You're a sensible person who also, I'm like, sure knows how to use whatever app your bank has, and you know, in general,
use it.
like the only time I ever had to talk to a banker in like my adult life was when I was depositing a check from my like restaurant job when I was working there, when they didn't have the ATM that takes checks yet. So like I had to just actually deposit that to a human person. There was no alternative.
Opening an account or something, maybe talk to a person. I don't know.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I just
like, I mean, if you have direct deposit, you really never have to go to a bank.
Yeah.
Ever.
Exactly. It's nice.
If you have the fucking iPhone check picture shit, like as soon as I started getting the iPhone like app, like where you could like deposit your checks to your bank with your phone, which isn't even a separate app, it's your bank app. Like I never went to the bank again. Like I was like, goodbye.
Right.
I developed a rapport with the banker, dude.
Take advantage of that technology.
It's there. Do it. What the hell are you doing? Stop it. Go away. Get out of the bank.
Some people like to talk to people, and I just can't understand that. I can't trust these people.
I don't share that interest that they seem to share.
So, Knives Out.
Anybody. Knives Out. Let's talk about it, please.
It's been a minute since I saw it, but it's still pretty fresh in my mind. I liked it a lot. I really liked the whole whodunit style. I went in really being like, well, you know, comedy whodunit, like, clue already exists. What are we even doing here? It's already so perfect, but it was good. It was like nice twisty. It was a lot of unexpected twists and turns as far as I thought.
What was your favorite aspect of the movie?
Oh,
jeez. You know, it's a very broad question, I know.
Yeah, and it's been a minute since I saw it.
I want to just sort of poke your brain before I delve into
Ooh, we'll talk about this first, but then after I want to talk to your brother because he just says he just finally saw Cabin in the Woods, which is one of my favorite movies.
I've been trying to get him to watch that for like 10 years.
It was my favorite movie that year.
It's a great movie.
I don't know if he managed to watch it now without knowing anything about it, because that was, I think, 80% of why I liked it so much was just the surprise, because I had no idea. I thought it was just a normal horror movie.
Right.
So I feel like that's a crucial element. Okay, awesome. Said spoiler free. Cool. We'll talk about that in a second. Anyways, Knives Out. Let's see. It's been a minute since I saw it. I'm trying to think.
Just feel free to ramble for a bit. Like
yeah. Favorite part. I really like. I saw some people complaining about this, and they're like, "Oh, it took me out of it." But I really liked the Foghorn Leghorn voice.
Daniel Craig's accent was my favorite aspect of that whole
It was
movie.
great.
Like,
It was great.
Daniel
And
Craig should win an Oscar for that shit. Like that was.
People are like, "Well, it's not realistic." I'm like, "Well, who cares? It's
not
fun."
It's a great. He's a great character because halfway because of that accent. Which, by the way, Daniel Craig nails in that movie.
Yeah.
At no point was I like, that sounded off. That British dude fucked that shit up.
The moment they said there'd be more
nailed it.
movies of that character, I was like, "Yes."
Please.
I think I did tell you about this, but one of the funnier tweets I saw about it, somebody was a message to the director, and they're like, "So I understand you're making more of these movies now. Wouldn't it be cool if?" Or I suggest that Daniel Craig has a different like crazy accent in each one. Like the next one he's like a Cajun dude, or like just like over the top accent that's different every time. Inexplicably, they never mention it. And the director was like, "It's not a bad idea."
That's great. The director is Rian Johnson, who did The Last Jedi, right?
Who did what?
The Last Jedi.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't know the
did
director
The
was.
Last Jedi. You've also recently seen The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
How would you say you thought of that movie?
I don't know.
All right.
The whole. This isn't me being like some Star Wars purist. I'll say it as somebody who's like, I like Star Wars, but I'm not like one of those people that like, Star Wars changed my life. Like,
No, I just
don't
want to
even-
say you better tread lightly, because I got fucking fists ready for your fucking words, buddy, when you shit talk on Star
Well,
Wars.
haha, you can't get here because there's no transportation right now.
That's right.
Good luck fighting me.
You guys were like, maybe we should wait till the summer before you come to Michigan. Like, nah.
You knew better. You knew better.
I knew. You're not aware of.
I will say Chicago is not going to happen though for us. Probably not for you either, honestly.
I already took that week off anyways, though, because I just went a week off.
Who knows? You might
But
have
anyways.
that week off by force by the time.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see.
I hope so. That'd be nice. So continue about your Star Wars thoughts.
Anyways, I'm not saying this is some Star Wars mega fan. I'm really not. I do like Star Wars, but I'm not like really like I don't really care that much. I feel kind of about them the way I feel about like the Marvel movies. They're fun, but there's a million of them, and they're all similar, and it's fine. It's fine. It's not, you know.
That's pretty much mine is yeah, they're enjoyable, but like I'll never ever be like as invested as like full Star.
Yeah.
Like I used to actually Star Wars used to be like my favorite shit as a kid. Like I had a bunch of video games. We had all Zach and I had all the fucking action figures.
I did like Star Wars as a kid in the sense that it was popular, and I wanted to be like talk about the things that were popular with other kids. But I don't think I ever actually watched all the first 3 movies in order till I was like an adult.
I had the Darth Vader cover edition re-release on VHS, like I think 2000 edition of Star Wars that I watched like as a child, which was like the digitally altered version that had like all the fucked up extra bullshit that they added, like that looked terrible.
Yeah, it's horrible, and you can't find anything but that now. I don't think.
I think some friends found a torrent and like. So I think there's like still ways to get it. Cause like I had like a party with some friends like 6 years ago, where we watched the unedited first episode.
Gotcha. I honestly, what point I was getting to though was the whole new trilogy. I think is kind of unnecessary and not very good. I mean, it was not bad. Like I wasn't like suffering watching it in the same way that I was with like the prequels. Like they're fun movies to watch, but I don't know. By the time I got over, the story wasn't very good, and it was all just kind of like. All right, if I were to tell a person the Star Wars movies they should watch, I would say, watch the original 3, then maybe watch Rogue One, maybe. I don't know. That one's also not my favorite. Watch the original 3, then watch. What was I gonna say? I don't know, watch the original 3 and watch Mandalorian, that's basically it. I don't really care. I don't really care about the rest.
Yeah. I thought so I haven't seen any of the new Star Wars movies. I've just seen the first new one, which was The Force Awakens or whatever. And I really enjoyed it, even though it was basically the exact same movie.
Yeah, I did too. And I guess I watched them all and I was like, okay, those were fun to watch, but I don't know if I'll watch them again type thing.
The first one was exciting in the sense of like I was excited, like, oh, maybe we won't fuck up a Star Wars trilogy, like, and we'll actually like have a fun continuation. And then I just kind of like lost interest as like time went on because everything just became like Star Wars.
Yeah, and they were trying to do like the cinematic universe. They're like,
yeah,
here's the next 30 Star Wars movies we have planned in the next 10 years.
Yep, and I was like, die cash out. I'm done. Well, Austin said he is ready, so Wait, I'm messing this up. Hold on. Wait.
What are you messing up?
I'm trying to also
Find the right layer. Oh.
No.
Gotcha.
Or is it because this is? How do I add him?
I don't know, you gotta send him the... Oh, to the... Yeah, we probably gotta join a thing. Right?
Yeah. Right, okay. I got this.
Hello?
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 Alright,
Hello.
we're all here. It's all happening.
What's up?
Yo, how's it going?
Yo.
Well, the delay on the stream is less now than it was before.
That's good. Oh yeah, Brandon got a way better computer.
It did.
Nice.
That's probably has a lot to do with it.
Moving on now.
We have to launch it back up again.
I guess we should introduce you while you get yourself set up. This is Austin. He was a guest in a previous episode, and he is a guest again.
It's a friend of the show.
I live in a cabin in the woods at one point.
Wow.
That's true, you did. He's a guest of the show, friend of the show, friend of me, friend of me at one point.
At one point.
Before our big fight.
Yeah. We were torn apart by Corona.
It's tearing us all apart.
What's up, Zach?
Zach's in the chat. Zach's my brother. Austin's my friend. Brother from another mother. Anyways.
Who am I in relationship to you?
You are my brother from another father.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have the same one.
Yeah. Yeah, we're stepbrothers. We just like to say it weird.
Yeah, exactly. I just have a verbal tick. I just can't help it. I can't. I gotta do like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Like my brother is my brother from the same mother.
Yes.
True.
That's how you just talk about every relative.
Yeah. Oh hey, if it isn't the brother of my mother, I mean your uncle. That's right.
That's what I said.
I did. That's what I said.
I'm trying to remember some of the rules. Are we allowed to erase?
Yes. There are no rules.
There are no rules.
The only rule is there are no rules. And also, don't fucking erase.
Yeah.
Yes.
So watching in the background.
She's a fan.
I said Brandon
Did you
that
send
far
Brandon?
up. Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yes.
That's right. That's the.
That is the attitude we want.
I think the comment was basically, we need this to get us through this.
Yeah.
You're helping us survive.
We're doing what we can.
That's right. We're helping everybody make it through by talking about Cabin in the Woods, Star Wars, and Knives Out.
Oh yeah. So Austin, you're in Illinois, right?
I am.
So sorry to put you know to
We're back
dox
at
you,
it.
but so you're everything's shut down there, right? Restaurants and bars.
Well, yes. A lot of stuff's been pulled back, and I think that.
Or maybe it was Indiana, but Ohio and I think maybe it was Indiana, but I thought it was Illinois. They shut down in Michigan, all the bars and restaurants are closed.
I think
The
the
whole
last
state.
I read about that was in relation to St. Patty's Day, and it basically being
Yeah.
canceled.
Yeah.
And so like last time we were on here, we were talking about canceled. We got a whole slew of
Just different things are canceled.
That's true. Cancel culture is alive and well, everybody.
Cancel culture's gone too far.
Cancel
Let me
DrawBomb.
save this drawing.
How do you like our opening
It's fantastic. I have loaded it up so that it can have real-time viewage.
I also wanted to. I was telling Brandon this. Speaking of sort of end times, these sort of vibes. Even though this definitely I don't think is the end times. But I've been playing Far Cry New Dawn, and it's actually pretty dope, Austin.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of that earlier. Were you guys also talking about whatever game's coming after that?
No, but I was thinking, like, since they continue the storyline of 5 into New Dawn, like, is the sequel then going to be a continuation of New Dawn? Like, is it all going to kind of stem from there? It's interesting. It's like serious.
Right. I'm very curious.
Yeah, me too. Anyways, I just wanted to let you know it's pretty solid.
Maybe we'll jump in.
Been laying down those traps. Brandon, Austin's been playing for.
Yeah, I need to play with them so I can be shamed.
Yeah, he's.
I've been experiencing my own shame.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a whole different kind of shame than what I experienced. Mine's like, I can't turn. Every single turn I just fly off the road and crash into like a tree.
You and I are in the same boat still. I've been playing with Austin and Kyle, and both of them just like completely just blown out of the water.
I've never,
You're
yeah, I've
making
never really.
great strides.
That's what it's all about. Skies. I've never really played any realistic physics driving games besides this one, so I'm learning.
Have you played like Ridge Racer and stuff like that?
Like way back in the day.
The
Old ass like PlayStation 1 Ridge Racer.
like in Wipeout. Wipeout is my favorite I guess there aren't many non-car oriented racing games. I would consider like kart racing and like car racing to be sort of different.
That's what I'm saying. Like all the driving games I've played are like arcade style, where the cars they work the way you want them to, not realistically. Like you just fly around corners 100 miles an hour and it's no big deal.
Yeah. So,
Which is great though. It's been a good time.
you guys want to draw a big murder mystery whodunit picture?
Oh yeah. In honor of Knives Out.
Sure.
Because we're going to talk about it at some point.
Did you tell Brandon my experience, like or at least the narrative of me seeing that movie?
You may have mentioned it last time you were on the show, but maybe not. But either way,
I'll let you know if it rings a bell, but I don't recall.
Basically, like it was one of the movies. I feel like we've done pretty good, or did pretty good when I was in New York with various folks to get together and go see movies.
Mhm.
yeah, you did. You really did. Group chat was popping at all times.
It was often about movies, and so we went to go see this one. And preceding the movie, me and Steve, one of the guys that we usually go to see these movies with, were getting some drinks, and you know sometimes drinks just turns into wanting to imbibe other substances.
Sometimes it does, sure.
Sometimes do, and so we wanted to, and we did. We got like weed gummies with us and various other people. Like I think pretty much everybody except for Jay got pretty well gummied, and I just completely like have no context for the movie. I haven't had that experience before, partially because I fell asleep. It was actually sort of like a saving grace. Usually when I get too far gone, I just get in a bad way and I don't like it.
Fair enough.
So falling asleep was kind of nice. I
Yeah.
think it's because I had drank a little bit. But the parts I did experience were also like in a weird lens.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out where else to start.
So we've all seen Knives Out at this point, and I was asking Brandon his favorite aspect of the movie, and I mean he hasn't seen it for a little bit, but he did mention Daniel Craig's southern gentleman. Excuse me here now, Mr. Sir now. And I also did that part was great. What did you think of Daniel Craig's southern Louisiana drawl?
I mean, I think the thing I kept thinking about throughout watching it, especially again, because the first time around I remember laughing in the theater when it started out, because I was totally in that zone where everything was just kind of weird and wiggy.
Yeah.
But it is like kind of ridiculous and hard to really pin down what exactly like where he's coming from, but it's fantastic in that way. Like it's if there's a way for a accent to be timeless, I feel like the accent is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or,
like I won't
guess
say that
not
it's
as
like
timeless.
it may not represent a real, actual way that anybody talks in the world, but
Exactly.
it's great for the character. It's perfect. He like
Yeah.
whatever it was that he was doing, he like committed to it and didn't break like it
At all.
at any point.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I was like almost half expecting his character to like break the accent at one point and be like, not like unintentionally, but like intentionally, like in part of the script or something like that. Like I was almost like, is this gonna turn around? But no, they did not. That was not the twist that they were setting up. What did you guys think of the reverse whodunit sort of aspect of the movie, where you kind of know what happens in the very beginning?
I liked that because that's one thing I was like kind of unsure about. I'm like, this is gonna be predictable. And
Yeah.
then they kind of made it a different type of story, even though it's like a story
I like
we've all
that.
seen a bunch of times. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I enjoyed that because then it was kind of you watching this poor, like, girl who really did nothing wrong, just, like, go through the worst shit in her life. And, the whole time you're just like, oh, God, I just hope you make it through okay. Like, you don't deserve any of this. And then, like, just kind of watching the whole mystery, like, you think the mystery's solved, and then there's, like, that mystery still going on. And,
I did like the little.
It also, not to give away anything for, again, spoilers or anything like that, but I feel like the scene that helps you understand, you know, the truth of the situation early on, basically how that works. That scene is a fantastic scene. Like, it's really, that's the only scene that when I first saw it and in theaters, like I was completely there for, and I was just like, oh, you know.
This movie's gonna be great.
exactly.
I know I woke up a few times, and the time I remember specifically waking up was during, like, not long after that, was during, like, the interview phase.
Yeah.
And I remember waking up for, I forget the actor's name, but the guy who plays, like, the ambitious son of the old patriarch dude.
Oh,
I
yeah,
forget
yeah.
all the names.
No,
No,
that's the.
he's the grandkid.
Oh, you mean the guy with the gray hair?
The cane and all that.
Oh, he's got the cane, the publishing dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I forget I forget what exactly he was doing or what was happening, but cutting. Maybe that's what it was actually. That I woke up to Daniel Craig's accent, and I was like, oh shit. But I did have the same. I feel like maybe this was the story I got into in the last DrawBomb that I was on, but I did have a similar experience with. Fantastic Beasts 2, and that was the unfun experience because I was very like anxious and bugging out the whole time. And
Yeah.
not having it.
That's how I usually get. That's why I don't really do it anymore. When it's fun, it's fun, but most of the time I get like that.
Yeah. When do you turn the spacing down or up or something like that to make my lines smoother?
Let's see. It
No,
is.
it's,
You want your spacing down, I believe.
Mine's at 10%.
Oh, okay.
I think it's 2. I'm doing a little bit of like Okaki kind of.
Mine's at 1.
Oh, well.
Oh, do you have
I'm
the,
gonna
you have
lean
that?
into it, man.
Here's what you got. Here's the problem. You got that. See the circle, the square, and then the weird like
Oh,
circle
yeah.
square. You want the circle.
I got the circle square. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm not sure why that other one exists. I don't know who it's
What a
for.
ridiculous sounding sentence.
It made perfect sense for.
I know. I'm glad that the viewers can actually see the interface of.
No, I got it covered up.
That's a visual joke. It won't work on this.
But-
To emphasize the new smoothness, I have
Wow.
this guy would be wearing shorts.
The bottom half of that guy is way smoother.
Yeah, it sure is. I like Knives Out. I thought it was very good. I liked all the current political elements they kind of threw into the movie.
Yeah,
I
I was
thought
actually sort of jarring in a second because it's a movie that is like sort of an ambient time period in a way until suddenly they're like directly talking about Trump and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they're just at no point does it feel particularly like
Preachy.
exactly. It doesn't feel overwrought.
Oh yeah, especially.
Yeah, well, you can forgive me, sure.
Well, just that the characters, like a few of them lean into perhaps an unpopular side.
I keep laughing at in my head the part where when Daniel Craig's character is finally like summing up the whole situation, like the reveal of the whodunit, and he's saying like, "Well, it's about when that Nazi boy was masturbating in the bathroom." It's just a funny sentence.
I liked the little nod at the end. It was like not that subtle, but I still liked it. Of when it's like the family, she's up on the balcony and the family's down there, and it's basically saying she gets to decide whether she's gonna help him or not. And she's holding her mug in just a way where it says "My house."
My house.
Yeah, I thought that was such a brilliant
That's good.
thing. And like, so good.
The framing of the whole like that scene too, the way that they everything is great.
I thought same. So go ahead. You can finish with
But just the same thing when there's that pull-out shot when the granddaughter is on the phone to her.
Oh yeah.
The one who's going to college, and it cuts to. I'm sure it was like a big shot in the trailer. The one where they're all looking at her with Jamie Lee Curtis in front.
Yeah.
You know, menacing.
Yeah, exactly. I thought in general, like the art direction in that movie was really on point. Like that, I thought all the shots were like really nicely done. It was just a very, like it was interesting to see. Like it's kind of hard to find a movie nowadays that isn't like a sequel or some shit, or like a franchise that's also like, well, that alone, but then also like it was fucking well done. Like they gave a shit. Like it was cool. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that crew is an interesting director. Also, that guy, the dude who shot the film, Steve Yedlin, is a hardcore, like camera and stuff nerd. Like he made his own. Like that whole thing was shot on digital and meant to look like film, and the whole like he was the actual person making the tools they used to emulate the film stuff. Like not some post person, which is pretty wild.
That's cool.
Yeah, Austin's into that sort of stuff too. Like he's been chatting with it. Am I allowed to talk about this?
Sure, yeah. No. I'm like currently embarrassed, but with that guy, he's such a mathematical beast. I'm like, do you want to talk about the fucking Jupiter?
Austin's been talking to this dude. Okay, so I mean, forgive me if I don't 100% explain this correctly. Austin has been talking to a dude who has been simulating real-life camera lenses in 3D renders using some crazy math stuff, so that you can get like the fisheye and like the depth of field, etc., etc.
Wow.
A bunch of real-life cameras.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's like a lot of the existing rendering engines don't really accommodate that stuff super well, and a lot of that work is then done in compositing instead. And so there's a lot of interesting things to be had by putting that work directly in the actual ray tracer itself.
Can you read back that other thing that he was talking
Oh shit!
about?
Yeah. Let me find this. Yeah.
You gotta hear the sentence, Brandon. It is a sentence.
It's gonna mean nothing to me.
No.
I'm already predicting.
It means nothing to anybody. And
That's
I
what I'm
even
saying.
looked
Like
up
I'm not
the
smart
things.
enough to understand.
No, even people who are smart enough to understand don't understand, is what we're saying. Like that's.
Quick question before I do that though. I'm selecting this whole dude, and now I want to move it.
Mhm.
I have like these arrows everywhere. What tools do I use to move
You
it?
can just grab it after you select it, I think.
Oh
I
shit!
have a lot of issues with it. Just to give you a heads up, I got a lot of issues with it because of things.
Alright, 2 seconds. Let me get on this Twitter. Everything happens on Twitter. So,
Sponsored by Twitter now.
the tweet is, to my math friends, : do you know of any papers/articles that use an interleaved Newton iteration as an error propagation metric using an inverse Jacobi?
You just responded, no, I don't know that.
No, not lately.
I'll keep an eye out if one
Fuck
passes.
the Jacobians.
Yeah, non-Newtonian, Euclidean, Jacobians.
That is the sentence. I think.
Can you just read it one more time slower, please? Because it really is gibberish until you read it. Like, so
Ian, one day. Somehow we could incorporate into this. Like if Ian was a murder victim, then we in our investigation would at some point have the opportunity to say it's non-Newtonian fluid.
Oh my god, you're right. Especially once the blood coagulates, like then it's really non. Wait,
Wow.
I can show you guys a thing. I actually made a murder mystery whodunit in college. That's 4 minutes long.
Oh, I kind of remember that.
You can feel free to put this on the stream, like just right front and center if you want. It's got my face in it being dumb a whole lot, but I sent it to you. I'm gonna put it in the DrawBomb channel too. This is going in the links section. You can watch that. It's me in college.
Oh, is it a
think
video?
I've seen it. I want to watch it again.
It is a video. That's why you can feel free to put it on the screen if you want. Or you can just leave people to watch it later.
What do you
I did
prefer?
that. It's whatever. I mean, it's whatever is easiest for you.
It's all easy.
Fucking put it on the screen. Let's
All
watch it together. How about that? You
Let's
guys
see.
can roast while we do it.
Let's see. Where did you post it?
Put it in
Oh, I
the
see.
chat, and also put it in the DrawBomb channel. So
Alright. Give me a moment here.
this is me in college, everybody. I'm so sorry. Oh, hello. What's up? Oh. Oh yeah, let me go grab those. Alright. I just got some free soundproofing foam pads.
Well, that's great. That's your
It's kinda
roommate's
like
way
this.
of telling you to shut the fuck up.
I was just writing that.
It's like getting somebody a mouthwash or something.
I just thought you might like this. I don't know.
Seems like your kind of thing, man.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna play this. Just I'm gonna turn down the music for a second. Okay. Yeah. All right, it's going.
Alright. Oh, I can't hear any noise from it.
It's a very Monty Python entry opening.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I cannot draw circles.
Captain Chibi's right, those are Half-Life sound effects.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yep, stole them all from Half-Life.
I remember one time we did a report in high school using Gary's mod to like take a bunch of screenshots to illustrate whatever the report was.
You and I did?
No, it was me and David.
Oh.
I
that
mean, you were
sounds
probably
familiar.
involved at some point.
Yeah. I believe that. Also, the music's all from Little Big Planet, I think.
Oh.
Or no, I think I stole it from. There's an Ocean's 13 song in there. I stole it from a number of places.
There are multiple lacerations on the body indicating that there was a struggle and
That's
that the
me.
killer had a knife. However, the marks on the neck indicate that the victim was also strangled.
I see, sir. Very good, sir.
The contusions on the head indicate that the victim then got up and was hit with a sledgehammer.
Absolutely dreadful, sir.
The burn marks on the chest then indicate that the victim was then tasered
gosh.
until his heart stopped.
Horrid.
Now you're watching
Then the
it.
victim got back up where he was shot in the head.
Disgusting.
The victim's neck was broken.
Gruesome.
He was poisoned.
This really makes me want to see
Then he was
a
finally done in when the
South
murderer
Park
pinched him on the
Canadian
arm,
version
restricting
of a
blood flow
cutout
to
of
the
you
victim's
talking.
heart, putting him
I
in
would love
cardiac
that.
arrest.
Good detective work there, sir.
That's why they call me the best.
Nobody calls you the best, sir.
My mother does, and her word is just as good as
Don't you do
anybody's.
that to Jerry
Have you
Keith.
rounded up the witnesses?
There's just one, sir. He's in the other room.
Jolly good.
Ah, you're
Let's
fucking
see
up,
him.
bud.
Okay, I'm not quite sure if I'm reading your name right. It's Mr.
Murder suspect, sir. Killer murder suspect.
Now, where exactly were you when you witnessed the murder?
Well, I was in the room, standing right in front of him.
Alright then, well, what did you see?
Well, I watched as I strangled him. I watched as I did the terrible things to him, and as I watched the light fade from his eyes, I smiled about
see.
what I'd done.
I see.
He didn't make it easy, though.
I
Oh
see.
no, he was a fighter, but I made sure he was done away with. I
Okay.
made sure.
Go on.
So, sir, did you find anything useful from the
I don't
witness?
remember
Not
how layers
particularly,
work.
Kevin. He didn't really have a clear view of the murder.
I see
Well,
layers.
that's a shame,
His-
sir.
Indeed,
His
it is,
sidekick
my
is named
friend. This
Kevin.
may be our toughest
and
case
his,
yet.
he refers to him as Officer Bacon. Put a joke in there where the character's name is Kevin Bacon.
You may not know this, but I bloody well hated quickly throwing together cliffhanger, so I'll just tell you what happened anyway. It turns out the killer was the butler. Not the butler of the murder victim, mind you. He never had a butler in the first place, but some
were
other
you
guy's
meant
butler
to
because the
use
butler
the
always does it.
existing,
As for killer
like,
murder
BC
suspect,
or
it turns out he was
should I
just a
make
compulsive
you
liar and actually kind of an asshole too,
Go
but all
ahead,
the
make
same.
whatever you want.
Afterward, Officer Bacon and I went to the local pub and had a few rounds of celebration. We toasted to the end of a long and arduous case. The end.
You can do whatever you like.
That was good. I liked it. I like
For the eight.
I like killer murder suspect. I like that you you photoshopped your eyebrow off, I think.
Yeah, like this.
I also I liked the very like I like how you did like the drawings and the frame by frame thing. That was cool.
Oh yeah, that was the whole project, was that you take a series of photos and you don't animate them, or you can animate
You can manipulate the photos, but you can't.
you can't actually like
It's just-
alter.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that was the actual animation. So that's where I went with it. I was 3 days late with that project, and my teacher said like, man, if you had given me on time, I would have put this in like the show or whatever, the student film show
Mhm.
thing. And I was just like, it's okay. That's fine.
No, I mean I've made a lot
You're
of.
busy solving a murder.
That's alright. I think it holds up. I don't know. I have a lot of stuff that I made, like videos and stuff that are cringy to me now. But
You have a whole lot of sketches on YouTube somewhere, and
shit.
don't go looking for them. Don't worry about
Oh
it.
yeah.
Thanks for doxing me now.
Outed.
Did I blow your spot?
Yeah, I did not. People didn't need to
Sorry.
know.
I mean, well, they're not gonna be able. I mean, I guess they probably could find you if they.
Oh
not-
yeah, I
it's
wouldn't
not-
even
it's
need
The
to.
internet can do anything.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I mean, they're fun. I still enjoy them. I still love your birthday one.
Oh yeah. I like that one too.
No one loves you when you're 23.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Damn. But yeah, it's a good one still. I enjoy it. Did you make them a sim?
Maybe.
Made a dead sim. That's funny because have you guys played? You guys haven't like touched the new Sims, right? Like I'm the only guy who's like, obsessed with it. So there's a mod for it you can get where you can murder Sims, or you can. What's even weirder, it's like when you kill the Sims, you have the choice of chainsaw, knife,
Oh my god.
gun,
You
strangle,
can chainsaw a sim?
and with the mod, yes.
Our dreams come
Oh, it's a
true.
mod. Okay. I guess you
Yeah.
said that. I missed that part.
So then, but what you can do is you can just tell your sim to kill somebody, or what's even more fun is you can set a sim as a serial killer, which means they'll just like kill people if they're on the screen. Like
I don't know if
occasionally.
it's more disturbing for you to want to be the serial killer in the game, or to find it really fun to create one.
Well, here's the thing: is what I did was I made, like, I was playing this character with my ex, but basically it was a character who we killed. We made the Purge a holiday because you can make holidays with the one expansion pack. So we made the Purge, and then we killed an old man on the Purge. Like we invited him into our house for like food, and then we killed him.
Terrible.
And then that's when our character decided that they liked to kill, but then they were still good. So what we did was we would set other characters as serial killers, and then like if they started like they would kill people, and then like if our character saw it, we would make them kill the serial killer, Dexter style. But then what got crazy was one of the serial killers we killed, their ghost murdered our character's wife.
Ghosts
Yeah.
can
Wow.
do that?
If you turn the ghost into a serial killer and like there's ghosts in the game.
That
So-
makes sense.
Yeah, revenge. That makes
That all
perfect sense.
So that all happened, and
So metaphorical.
it's really fun. So what I wanted to do at one point was so metaphorical. was I wanted to trap 8 Sims, which is the most you can have in a household unless you mod it, which gets really buggy. But I wanted to trap 8 Sims in a house and set them all as serial killers, and then just like battle royale.
See who's last man standing.
And like what you can do is you can also go into first person mode in The Sims 4. So I was gonna do like first person mode, like from one of the Sims who's not a serial killer, and then see like if they survive or whatever. So have some fun with it. I love The Sims.
I think that's why they made that game.
It's
You're using it to its intended purpose.
100%.
I know how much fun you have with it. I always like consider it because when I see it for sale, but I'm just like I don't know if it's for me.
So that's it. Well, the thing is, I also like it was a hefty investment for me to. I mean, everything's 50% off right now.
Mhm.
I mean, you just got laid off for 3 weeks, but like.
yeah, that's fun.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
It was a hefty investment to get all the expansion packs, which I did, especially after the breakup, because I was just like, what else am I gonna fucking do? So, you can just do a lot of crap with it, and even without mods, I still made my sex cult in the game, and fathered 80 kids. So,
once again, using the game to its intended purpose.
mm-hmm. That was all before I went to college in that game. So, what can I say?
Yeah, no, I'm laid off for 3 weeks, so I guess it turns out it's 2 weeks. That's good news.
That's good.
Well, unless things aren't all wrapped up by then, we'll see. But
I'm trying to.
oh.
Is that a bouncy castle?
Yes, thank God. I'm so.
That's great.
I was trying to figure out where to set this thing and how to do it in the frame.
Oh well, I just had a great idea for the last character to add to the drawing.
Is it a clown?
Anyways, were you saying something, Brandon? I'm so
Oh
sorry.
yeah, I was just gonna say. So I guess I'm gonna spend my quarantine playing Animal Crossing.
That's a way to do it.
Cause that comes out
I think the
on
Kara
Friday.
are gonna get into like Switch style games because it's
You have
a
a Switch?
perfect time to finally jump into more of that. And
Get your girlfriend to like video games, man. You'll be set for life. Get Karen to play Forza with us. We'll have a 5-person convoy.
I think that she's super down about Breath of the Wild, which is cool. And
Yeah.
I haven't actually played it yet.
Do you have a Switch?
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
Should play some Mario Kart, man.
Yeah.
I would just assume everyone with a Switch has Mario Kart.
Right. Well, I mean,
We played Mario Kart.
you don't get a Switch and not get Mario Kart.
Actually, that's 100% true. It is a fucking against the law.
The police will show up at your house and arrest you. But yeah, so I'm just going to play Animal Crossing and pretend that everything's fine.
This is fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
As is the name of the initial picture. I love that's a bouncy castle. That's a good.
Yeah, that's
detail.
great. I like the clown.
I'm gonna give him
Oh
Edward
god.
Scissorhands
Is the clown the recurring character, yeah?
Seems that
at
way.
this point.
Is the clown the murderer? I mean,
I'm giving him Edward Scissorhands.
if there's a murder and there's a clown in attendance, even if he's not guilty, even if he didn't do it, he should probably
He should
be
still
like,
do
I
it.
need to get out of here,
Yeah.
because like they're gonna totally think I did it,
Oh yeah, for sure.
because I'm a clown.
Stabbles the clown. Oh no.
It's like, look, in hindsight, the name is not good. I see it now.
See, I would
Speaking of-
stab the balloons, make them pop, and it would
Gotta make it pop.
make them pop.
Speaking of Stabby the Clown, an interesting thing I've discovered about Chicago now that I live here is how it has like actual alleyways.
Yeah.
Just small
does.
little like creepy alleyways. They're like big, usable alleyways. And while walking the dog, we came back through one of these. It's like, yeah, it's fine. It's alleyways. These are real. And lo and behold, as we walk past the like dumpster or whatever, there's just a straight up hypodermic needle sitting on the ground. I'm like,
Well,
nice.
you know, that's what people don't go in alleyways unless they're doing shady behavior,
unless they have
or
need
they're
for
new to
hypodermic
new to Chicago and haven't learned yet.
yeah, walking their poor dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even the dog knew. He's like, guys, I don't know about this.
Bro.
I mean, look, the alleyway. It's a shortcut, just like a vein in your arm is a shortcut to a good time.
Just like taking alleyways in Chicago is a shortcut to the afterlife.
That's right. Why did the chicken cross the road? To do heroin.
To get to
Anyway. So I've been playing 2 Point Hospital during all this, by the way. I mean, I already talked to both of you guys about this, but yeah, it's interesting how it actually still doesn't like bug me out like playing a hospital management sim during all this, because at no point is there ever like, I don't know, it's a goofy hospital management sim, so it's not like.
I mean, you know, if the game's fun, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be against playing it, even if it was a little on the nose.
I just like management simulators, man. What can I say?
You're like, I hate them. I hate all this stuff in real life, but you know,
Yeah.
put it on the computer screen. I've been playing a lot of Dreams, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, yeah.
You want to tell us about your escapades and dreams?
Yeah, so I'm getting further. I'll have to show you what I have. I don't think I have anything I can post right now, but I'm trying to make. A lot of people, since the game, I guess the game's like 6 months old now or something like that. It's still in early access, but it's complicated in the sense that there's a lot to it. But as far as making games go, it's fairly like easy compared to like if somebody who actually makes a game, you know, in real life. But so there's this engine and there's all these different tools you can use to make whatever you want to make. And so a lot of people are still like learning the software, and a lot of the games that you play are just kind of like somebody just trying to something simple, like people are just trying to figure it out. So like tic-tac-toe game or something simple that like just kind of helps them learn, but also, you know. So a lot of the stuff in that people upload is that kind of stuff. So I wanted to make my first game seem like it's just a simple game. So I'm making it appear to be a whack-a-mole game, but then it's gonna like evolve into like a bunch of crazy shit going on. That's my plan.
Very cool.
If I'm able to figure it out. It's pretty complicated, but I'm figuring it out little by little.
I've seen some impressive stuff on Dreams. Like you and I talked about
Some insane shit.
Yeah, that one's amazing. That one's my favorite thing I've seen on there so far.
I saw this like tech demo of sorts of like that just looked really insanely good.
I saw that for a pool game.
Well, yeah, I've only scraped the surface, but there's all sorts of crazy stuff that people make.
Now, Austin and I were kind of discussing this before, and I'm just kind of curious about your input on it, since you actually have the game. So, like, the thing that, like, if I had a PlayStation, I don't have any of the consoles right now, so I'm completely excluded from this Mario Kart and Dreams talk.
Enjoy your Sims.
I will, actually.
Just have them drive go-karts.
I wish I could.
It's the same.
But when it comes to Dreams, do they have like is it gonna be the kind of game where you can just like play the games in Dreams, or do you think like they eventually have plans to like sort of like?
They've said that they're gonna make it so you can like export your games in some fashion.
So you don't even have to have Dreams to play your game.
That's what they've said. I don't know.
That's what we were wondering about.
When that I mean, they uploaded their like trajectory or whatever their what do we call it, their plans, and it wasn't on there, but like they've mentioned that's what eventually what they want to get to. So I don't know how far off that would even be, but yeah.
So that's the part that I think
keep you from getting too invested.
Yeah, exactly because like if there's no chance for other people to play it, like I'm just kind of making free It's like the Far Cry level editor. Like I was looking in the Far Cry level editor, and it seems fun and it seems very robust, but like all you can do is like play the levels in Far Cry 5. Like that just seems self-defeating.
Yeah, so the whole thing is like, I mean, but they do a lot of things that kind of build. they build like a community on there. Like they do game jams every month. So like.
Oh, that's cool.
So kind of like there's a theme and like everybody votes on stuff and certain things win and.
That's fucking cool.
And yeah, so there's that kind of stuff. That kind of I think they're trying to build a community like within the thing.
That's like a smarter step because I think that's also what Big Planet was missing, which is what Media Molecule made. Media Molecule made Little Big Planet. Just for the viewers. So like. The thing that like I got lost on with Little Big Planet was one, the main story campaign was incredible, and then like, some people were making some just insane levels on that game. Like when you would look up, like there was just some insane stuff. But like unless you were getting like community spotlight pick and like all that stuff, there was really no opportunity for you to really like pump your levels and be like, hey, how do I get people to look at my level?
Right.
It's like, well, you're in a sea of millions, and like there's no. You can't like talk to other people about your levels. There's no like talking feature.
Right. This has comments and you can thumb things up and stuff like that.
Yeah, it just seems like a big aspect of like a big obstacle of that sort of game would be sort of keeping people invested. And I think the number one way to do that is to have like a community. Right. And also that like thing where you can sort of, have that export so that the game isn't like also locked within.
Right. I agree with that.
I think the export would be huge and really, really cool.
Yeah, hopefully they achieve that because right now it's pretty cool some of the stuff you can make, and you really can make anything if you're willing to put the time in. And so it really reminds me, I said this to Ian, it reminds me of like Newgrounds back when I was younger. It's just like everybody can just upload anything they want, and it's like half of it's like, some of it's like really impressive, and you're like, wow, somebody put a lot of time into this, and some of it's just like shit posting, but that's funny too for a different reason. Yeah. And so it's just a lot of different, that kind of stuff. And I like that about it. It's me and Morgan will just have fun just surfing through a few different, we'll take turns passing the controller, finding a random game and playing, and then half the,
I love doing that stuff.
A third of the time they're completely terrible waste of time, and then a third of the time they're amazing, and another third of the time they're just something hilarious.
Yeah, it's also that would be a fun group of games to just sort of like have like a friend or like a group of friends and be like, what are we gonna do? Like let's spin the wheel and
exactly
see what comes up.
Exactly.
When you're making stuff, as far as like modeling and things like that, is it kind of just like basically all voxels, and then you can choose different materials for your voxels, or like how? Because I've seen like a lot of interesting art coming out of it, and I'm very curious about how you even make this
a few different things. There's like you can sculpt shapes. You get like geometric shapes. And you can like paste them in or chip away, and like then it gives you all these ways to like smooth them out and do things to make them like merge together. And then you can also, there's like a paint tool that you can add more like details on top of like the 3D shapes.
You were showing me you were showing pictures of you playing the Whack-A-Mole. I can put those up on the Discord, and then we can
that's the one I'm making. Here, let me send you the newest updates.
Ooh.
I don't know if I sent you the newest updates or not, but
I know you sent me like the machine's looking pretty whack-a-mole. Are you actually gonna have like a score counter up here on that one section of the machine?
What? Oh, yeah, I already do. You haven't got the newest.
Nice.
You haven't got the
newest. So
newest.
he's already, ladies and gentlemen, he's already set up a score counter on the machine.
Yes.
So
brilliant.
The one the latest, I've started messing with the lighting because you can add all sorts of dramatic lighting, and I made the little now it has little coin things, they glow, and it even looks more than this now. I don't have a newer picture than this, but the one I just texted you, you can post it. But I have like a hammer now, and there's like a siren light on the back that spins.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're doing it up. Alright, I'm going to put the picture up on the Discord so I can post it up on the drop file.
Okay. Zach says this drawing is a masterpiece.
I agree. I actually really liking how this is
coming along really good.
It's coming together. So when I press Alt and then hit a color, I'm not actually selecting that color. I need to like go to the dropper tool. Okay, now I have selected the color.
Not sure
Yeah.
what I think the tool is.
Well, blue.
I'm not sure what the button is for it.
What's Karen saying? Alright, I got these up.
He's looking to get some of the volume from the stream.
I'm posting up some of Brandon's whack-a-moles now.
But yeah, it's kind of hard. They say it's a lot easier if you have those like move controllers or whatever, but I don't know if I'll buy those. It depends if I get really into this or not. But
Interesting.
I use the control, just the PlayStation controller. Oh, you're gonna post them on.
Yeah, give me one sec. There we go. That's the one thing.
Oh shit. That's incredible.
So the brand made that. I saw it go from a box to that, and then actually, the newest picture's looking super impressive.
And if you see it now, it's even got more details, but I don't have any pictures of it. Yeah, there's some dramatic lighting.
Wow.
I think you did the coin slots perfectly.
Yeah, the glow and everything. It's nice.
Like, that's impressive. It's pretty solid.
It says whack-a-mole on the back too now. It looks way different now. I've been messing with it. Now that I'm stuck in my house for 2 weeks, maybe I'll finish it.
Right.
Good chance.
It is.
Alright, I am painting this clown. So, yeah, Dreams looks fun. It's nice to know that, you know, again, that export thing is really the main thing.
Yeah.
Like, even if, not like even in like a mod, like, sure people might have like an alleyway to like monetize, I guess, after that, but like really.
Yeah, there's not really any way to monetize right now. Right now it's just kind of like for the fun of it.
Yeah.
And there's, you know, the community does make it fun. There were some pretty cool games in the last jam. The last jam was I think the theme was love or something for like Valentine's Day, and
I think so.
there's some good ones in there. My favorite one, the second place one, was like you probably find. I found that a lot of the things on Dreams end up getting like posted on YouTube
Featured
a
on
lot
sites and
because
stuff,
people are into it. But it's like a bowl of heart candies, and there's like nice music playing, and it's like press X to eat a candy, and that's like the only thing, and you press it and it brings them up on the screen. And so it's like the traditional things like be mine, and then like you press X to eat another one, and you pulls up and it's like you're cute, and press X to eat another one, and then it's like help me, and then as you go on, it just keeps doing like the normal traditional ones like boom boom boom, and then also the next one's like basically they go on like with like 2 words at a time saying like I'm stuck in the factory, there's no doors, like help me, I'm stuck, and then like the music starts to get a little bit like creepier and everything. It just, I don't know, it was really funny, and it was like simple too, like person didn't have to spend too much time on it, and it was like pretty cool.
That's, I think, like one of the more interesting aspects of that game is if it seems like you're having a pretty easy time with it, and if like there's some folks who one, again, they make it worthwhile to them somehow, but also like if it's so easy, like we might just like see some very like sort of creative like little mini art pieces. I mean, they're not,
Yeah.
I'm sure the person who's making it isn't like, I'm making art.
Well, no, I mean with that thing you can make full-on animation. It doesn't even have to be games. You can just make whatever you want. It even has a way to make music in there. So it's like
Awesome, yeah.
it's kind of just like set up to let you make whatever you want, and like yeah, a lot of the things that people post aren't even playable. There's like animation.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do like it. The hard part with it is learning the logic wiring to make everything work
Right.
the way you want. That's the complicated part. When it comes to everything else, I've had a pretty easy time.
That's how you kind of like code in what happens in the game.
Yeah, they have like basically all these tools, like probably like 50 different tools that do different things, and then there's like a wiring mechanism and like a microchip type way of like planning it down. You're given like this. You can make like a microchip, plan it to like the thing you want to control, and then you can put all these like logic points on it that do different things. It gets pretty complex, but I think it's just a matter of learning it, really.
I tried messing around with the Doom 2016 like hot maps, whatever they're called. I tried messing around with the logic coding in that one like a little bit, and it seemed like it did simplify things, but like woof.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about this. It's as simple as it can be for making like your own game, you know?
Yeah.
It's as simple as it can be, but still there's a lot to learn. It's still pretty complex. So I've been trying to learn it.
I feel like a really current generation popular thing on like a YouTube thing would be some Twitch folks like doing their Twitch thing, and then one of them realizes that the stream that they're watching, like on the side to check it, is ahead of them rather than behind them. Things go creepy, man.
That'd be fun. There's this weird video kind of like that 5-second video, or 5-second movies. I forget what they were called. That old YouTube channel where like, you know, each movie was 5 seconds.
I remember that one.
And this guy's like sort of setting that like infinite feedback with like his VCR and the person like recording it. And then he's like, hey, check it out, man, we got it happening. And then like in the videos that are happening in TV, like coming outward, you see like happening ahead of time, like the guy is getting his like throat slit by like some murderer like off the side of the screen. And then I thought that was a pretty cool idea. I was like, that's how it's supposed to be. Okey-dokey.
So I saw they added Hobbs and Shaw to HBO now, so I'll have to watch
really?
it. Although I'm not
I'll rewatch
to that
that.
point yet, so I should watch. I still have a few more movies to watch before I'm to that point.
I mean, it
The new
doesn't
one-
matter.
the new one got
Order doesn't
delayed.
matter. I know, a whole year. It's wild.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think it's basically a year.
I didn't hear how much. I just saw some people that were upset about it on Twitter.
Everything sure is fine.
So I have a little bit of a cough, as you may have noticed. I believe it's just a normal cold. Seems to be going away. I just am trying to get rid of that because I don't want to double up if I do get
Yeah,
sick.
that's the danger. I can't believe like if I show any signs of being even remotely like I'm calling out.
Yeah. No, I would too.
Not risking it.
I would
There's
too.
like so many old people that came to work today. I can think of like if I have like coronavirus, but I'm just not showing the symptoms yet. I've killed like at least 6 people like, that I can think of off the top of my head.
That's the thing is like we in Michigan they shut down. I may have said this in the beginning of the stream, or maybe I just said it to you before we went on. I don't remember. But they shut down. They basically said like you can only have 50% capacity in all these establishments, or like 250 max.
Right.
And then like Saturday rolled around, which was like St. Patty's weekend basically, and it was. I can hear myself in the background. It's confusing
yeah.
me.
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh no! Wait, I can hear what you're gonna say.
Oh no.
Whoa! Whoa!
That was the inspiration.
But anyways, so people are still just going out and like they weren't caring about it. They're just like they felt like it's like, well, I'm not scared. And it's like, yeah, well, no one cares if you're scared. It's not about you. Like we're worried about other people getting sick because you're sick, not because we're worried about you getting sick.
Yeah, we're worried about me, mine, gam, gam.
Exactly. Pup.
Pop, pop, and pap, pap, and pip, pip, and pop, pop.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like I live next to 2 bars, and on Saturday I was inside and just watching like hundreds of people in green walking in and out, and I'm just like, Jesus, this thing's gonna like quadruple just this weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna see those numbers really shoot up.
And then they did.
Yep. We're hearing somebody laugh as like we're saying. She's not listening to us, I promise. I think, or she's a couple. I
No,
don't
she
know.
is.
She's like, oh no, we're calling her out. I'm so sorry.
I mean, she'll probably hear herself laugh, honestly.
That is true. Oh. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, yeah, I don't know if I should tell the story about like Jay with the baseball bat because that
Well,
was just
you really just need the one tidbit, which is that they were sold out.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
Baseball bats.
I was telling Ian that there was somebody posted a picture. I think it was somewhere in Michigan. I'm not sure where, but somebody I know, they were they drove past a gun store and there were people lined up on the street outside.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's.
So that's
I don't
something.
think anyone's like shit's gotta go real down, and like I think honestly, if shit were to go down again, I think that we're a long ways off from that in particular. I think the guys who have the guns are being like the first ones to like shoot each other up because they're gonna be like, hey you, I can mess with you because I got a gun. I can mess with you because I got a gun. Pew pew. Well, that's 2 problems solved, right?
Assuming that their timing is very similar.
Well, you know, you don't always die right away from a gunshot like they do in the movies, you know? Which, okay, I'm gonna completely digress for a split second. Also, I just want to say real quick, Captain Cheeky, they say that in Time Splitter Future Perfect, they like messed with that map maker so much that the core game couldn't handle how many tiles were being rendered at once.
You broke it.
Dope.
You broke it. You broke the crap out of it.
And then they posted a Dreams animation. It's one. There's this thing on Dreams. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why, but there's hundreds and hundreds of animations of Wario dying and getting hurt in different ways. And it's like a meme.
This is so weird.
It goes
like
the same way in every. It goes the same way in every single one. He goes, "Oh my god!" and then he goes, "Wah!" and then he dies. And then it happens in like 1,000 cartoons.
That's hilarious.
So weird.
It's a lot of memes on Dreams. A lot of memes on Dreams.
Meme dreams. Dreams memes.
But yeah, I've been having fun with it.
That's cool. I'm glad. I forgot what I was going to talk about before dreams, but that's probably okay.
It was probably depressing.
It probably was, actually. I believe so.
you were gonna wholly digress, and it was coming off of the heels of people not dying quickly when getting shot.
Oh,
People
yes.
dying
Okay,
quickly when
thank
getting
you.
shot.
I remember. Okay, this isn't a bummer at all, I promise.
Cool. That's great.
All right, so
I got shot.
I got shot and I didn't die right away.
It was 20 minutes ago.
So there's this TV show, and I love it because of how bad it is, which is not surprising because I love a lot of terrible things.
You?
Me? Nah.
No.
Couldn't happen. Who, me? Couldn't be. The show's called The Following. It stars Kevin Bacon.
Oh yeah, I've never seen it, but I'm familiar of its existence.
So this show is just trash.
Yes.
It's
Oh, yeah.
so funny because it's so trash, but it's like this serious ongoing story that just goes like banana. Like it bananas. It just banana.
It goes
banana.
one banana.
Singular banana is how banana.
Which is crazier because you've heard of things going bananas, but never banana.
That's how you know. Like they all
It's banana.
the bunch.
B-A-N-A-N-A. That's it.
Goodbye. Thanks for coming. But yeah, that show is insane, and like, so basically what the show is, just to give a real brief rundown, this dude becomes obsessed with Edgar Allan Poe, so he starts stabbing people's eyes out. Yeah, that's about as much sense as it makes.
Wow.
So,
Because Edgar Allan Poe loved to do that.
yep.
Edgar Allan
like,
Poe.
Edgar Allan Young Pope. So like you'll find like a dude, like they'll like walk into a garage and like a dude's been stabbed to death, and then like the word Poe will just be written in like spray paint on the
That's his
background.
calling card.
Yeah, it's the dumbest shit ever. So in this show, because the guy stabs people's eyes out. Anyways, he goes to prison. Kevin Bacon's the guy who catches him. And then years and years later, trauma has settled. He escapes from prison and he sets out to stab some more.
Yeah. He's like, I haven't got my fill.
And Kevin Bacon, and he gets a following from it, if you can imagine. That's why it's. Yeah. Kevin Bacon is called upon again to take him down, and so.
I like that's how.
What was the gap in time for the dude to be in prison?
Either 5 or 10 years, something like that.
I love like 10 years. They're like, this guy's back at it again. We gotta get the same dude from last.
I know
time.
that's like.
No one else can
It's
do
like
it.
TV police logic. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
he's your
One last
responsibility.
job.
We know you retired years ago, but here's a gun.
You
Get
didn't
him.
arrest him hard enough the first time, obviously.
this
He's
time-
back at it.
Have you
man.
ever
Come
seen
on.
Batman? He always goes after the guys once they escape. Get out
Yeah,
there.
exactly. So the reason I'm bringing this all up is like, so he has a following, the stab guy, and Kevin
The
Bacon
titular
comes-
following?
Oh, what?
Is it the titular following?
It is a titular, the titular following, yes.
Okay.
'Cause you never know who's on it, who's the following. You never know who's following. And Kevin Bacon's got a squad, and
Squad.
He also
One of
has a
Kevin-
following.
he does. He has a slight following, but it's more of a squad. They're more
Okay.
connected. You know, and maybe it says something about our social bonds as a society. You know, maybe if we stopped and look, I'm gonna stop. But in the one episode of the first season, like the one dude in the squad gets kidnapped, and he's like forced to do a knife duel with like one of the dudes in the following, and it's stupid enough as it is. But so like the dude in the following stabs the squad dude, and the squad dude's got like a knife, like a huge Bowie knife looking thing, like jabbed in his shoulder or something like that, and then he gets
Squad
like
holes.
rescued. Squad goals, squad holes. Did you say?
Yeah. They got stabbed.
Man, get wounded for the squad, dog. But so the squad rescues the squad member, and he gets away, and he's been stabbed pretty severely, but he's okay because he's a main character.
Oh, okay.
And then
okay.
later on, the dude who was in this knife fight, this is the same episode, by the way, meets up with like the serial killer dude who has the titular following, and he's like, you know what you gotta do, right? And the guy's, yeah, I gotta stab myself with this knife. And so he dies. And guess how long it takes for this dude to die?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Like there's like a there's like a stock like of the knife going in skin sound effect when he puts it in his stomach. He goes, and then he just falls over.
I guess if I had to stab myself with a knife to death, I would try to get a good shot.
you'd probably
It's
get
gonna.
like,
I want to one shot it. I don't want to make it like. All right, I'll stab it into my thigh.
right. Or like in Knives Out, like let me stab myself in the jugular.
Was he required to stab himself to death or just stab himself?
I don't remember. I mean, the
'Cause
show
he
makes
could've-
little sense.
It's like, you know.
The show literally, I checked, and there's literally not a single episode of the show where at least 2 people aren't killed, and like randos, like, and it's always like they get stabbed, but like the body count in the show is through the roof. Like they just like kill people, and like Kevin Bacon's like, oh, I guess I gotta like,
It must have been the following.
yeah. Like it's insane. And the best part about the show is the serial killer guy, because the actor who plays him is just a lot of fun. But like, he's like, it's just like even the soundtrack is bad. Like there's like in season 2.
It's true of so many shows. Like,
In
what is
season-
going on in TV?
right?
The
Like,
soundtracks.
have you guys seen the Scream TV series by MTV? Like,
Have
the new
not.
one? That also.
Well,
It's a trip, man. I tell you what, but it's not good. But I watched both seasons of the movie. But
2 seasons in a movie.
2 seasons in a movie. That soundtrack is like the worst soundtrack I think I've ever heard in like a production of some kind. Just shit. Does that
I'm
guy's
sad to
hat
say
say?
that
Sorry.
It
go ahead.
does.
it does.
He's an amateur detective.
Have you
Yeah,
guys
I changed his facial expression to acknowledge the proximity of the clown. Cause damn, if you could walk up behind someone and put your feet between their 1 foot between their feet,
Honestly, the clown seems like the one that's like, what the fuck? Back up, dude.
yeah,
Or
like,
get away from
stop
it.
backing up, yo.
You were
Shit,
too
man, I
close.
was making some PB and J with my fucking knife hand.
You were
Yeah.
too close.
He likes that strawberry Jay.
He does. Yeah. Strawberry Jay.
Are we gonna close the grass or should we just call it?
I've been wondering that.
I saw someone go for it, and then I just noticed that they backed out. And
Yeah, I backed out.
I thought about calling the background, but I think this is actually, I like this
I
better.
feel like
It's
things read right
fine.
now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're good.
Alright, I'm saving it.
Pretty solid. So, do you guys want to do a rock, paper, pencil?
I'd love to. Love to. That sounds delightful. Oh, so who won last week? Last I saw, I think you were winning.
Oh wait,
Wait,
one
wait.
thing.
I
One
don't
thing.
believe you.
I think so. Let me check. I think you won.
What even was last week? Which
Well,
one?
it was a while back, but it was the one. It was the failure one that we did.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
There's some serious shit to dissect here, like the way that the compositional lines between the cat's tongue and the boy's tongue line up in a perfect arc.
Yeah.
Is the cat licking the dude's foot?
Yes.
I also like how the dude has a butcher knife, a smaller knife, a knife, and then bullet hole wounds,
Ian.
a noose, and he's been booped.
You won by 1 vote.
That's
Champion. Well, that's fine. I voted for myself, so that's fair.
How fitting that I would win on the round titled failure.
There you go. Yeah, I tried to include all the clue weapons basically.
I like it.
Got stabbed, you got shot, you got strangled, and booped.
You've been booped, you've been bopped. There's a snail. That's like the snail from frickin' Adventure Time.
Adventure Time? Yeah.
Is the snail? Is that one of the clue murder weapons?
No, the snail is the murdering.
It was either a pistol, a candlestick, or a snail.
Escar, go to hell.
Whoa.
Wow,
Man,
that's something.
it's real slimy.
Alright, I'm gonna clear this.
You don't got a chance in shit.
Oops, I messed up, and oops, I did it again.
Yeah, those are kept wrong here.
That was a good drawing.
The streak of blood remains
Yeah.
ominously.
Out, out, damn. Oh, there it goes.
Alright. So.
Was that what Matt, what Fritzler's, what Pop Tasty Boys, one meme was in reference to with the hand washing? Was that a reference to?
What was it?
It was like the hand washing thing, but with like lyrics. I couldn't figure out what song.
I'm not sure. I'd have to see which one. The one he sent us?
Somebody, yeah,
I think it was. Let me see.
but somebody should, if they haven't yet, but like with the quotes from Macbeth, where Lady Macbeth's trying to wash the spot out of her hand.
Where did he send that to us? Was that on
That's
Facebook?
on Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh no, that's from Harmontown.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say I don't think you ever watched that.
That joke was not made for me. Oh well. Well, actually, it was. I just needed to listen to Harmontown.
I believe the show's done now. I haven't watched or listened to it in a while.
Alright, so we should come up with a theme for this rock, paper, pencil. Does anybody in chat? We've actually had a pretty solid chat. Boy, I want to thank everybody for joining in. Captain Sheepy, my bro. Thanks.
That about covers it.
Yeah, that covers it. Karen for laughing when we were talking about pandemics. Yeah, thank you so much. I do appreciate. I showed Brandon that photo, and he really likes the photo. It's,
Yes, I'm glad. That
yeah. All right. So Zach says that we should use the theme of washing your hand.
Like it?
Yeah,
That's
let's
funny.
spread the word.
Spread the germs.
No, the opposite.
First, I
of
thought you were drawing a toilet paper roll.
that.
Commodity.
That would have been
I
fitting
wanted to
too.
join in, but I wasn't sure what to.
That would have been a good idea. I didn't do that.
But are you doing this on text? Yes, you are. Do you guys want to go along with the theme of washing your hands?
Sure.
Wash my hands, the whole thing.
Now I know that's a very broad subject, but do you think that it being so abstract is not an issue?
I think we can make it happen.
No, it'll work. It's fine.
All right.
I like to think that paper is some sort of infinitely heavy object that just sliced right through the pencil the flat way.
When a slicey paper meets an immovable pencil. And the rock is underneath. It just looks like I gave the paper a bulge. It 100% looked like that.
Paper is very aroused.
That paper really had a rock.
Oh, I see.
When I saw that paper's rock, I shit a brick. Oh my! Oh, I like what you did there with the hiding it behind.
Hey.
Alright, guys, wash your hands. We ready for this?
Oh yeah.
Wait. So how do I hide it again, or is that you guys? That's all good.
Well, we should give you some layers.
This thing's got layers to it.
Like an onion.
There's different ways it could have gone. And
Daniel Craig.
fully expected. Now that we're quarantined, I haven't had a chance to use the sex dungeon setting on
Oh man.
my house.
Should we get backstory in?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Wait. What?
It's pretty. So I have some of
Did you say
those.
setting like you can. Turn,
Yes.
you know,
So I
set
have
your house to sex dungeon?
I have smart bulbs, and I was showing Ian them, and we got carried away. And it turns out I could sync it up with I have like Google whatever the little home things that you can and so you can sync everything all up together. And so we basically fiddled around with it and made it so that when we say like we yell out sex dungeon, the lights turn like all like pink, and then this like. What's the song? Yeah,
And then
that song starts playing.
I can get my
So the whole week he was here, we'd forget about it, and then all of a sudden somebody would yell at sex dungeon, and the whole house would just be like, the lights would go down, and then that song would start blasting out of all the speakers.
That's
So-
fantastic.
Didn't we also do it's Shrek time or something like that?
I think it was like Get Shrek'd or something like that, and then it was, or Shrek City, I think is what it was.
It was Shrek City.
And then it starts playing Smash Mouth, and the whole house turns green.
It's honestly like I was never super into smart home features until you showed me that. Now I'm 110% on board.
Yeah, sold.
Yeah, but it took no real convincing.
All right, so does Austin have layers?
I made some. I've been
Okay.
using OSF as my line layer.
Okay, and then OSB for the one underneath.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hide all those, and then you guys hide mine, and so on and so forth. What have you?
What is the hiding again?
You just
Click
click the
on
little
it.
square next to the layer title.
Oh, there we go. Everyone's hidden.
Great.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna draw.
I have an idea. I'm kind of gonna go off the rails with this one a little bit because it's such an abstract concept.
Yeah, this is something that a lot of people don't know much about.
Hands is a flat circle.
Speaking of which, did we ever talk about Cabin?
No.
Should we?
Yeah, is Zach still here?
Yeah, I believe he is. He's the one who suggested.
Oh, he said wash your hands, yeah. So sure he is.
So,
What'd you think,
Cabin
Zach?
Release. Yeah, Zach, I'm actually interested in hearing what your opinion is because it's been a good minute since I saw the movie, but my friend Dex showed it to me the one time after we watched Legion of Doom. Both of those movies were I was telling Zach, I remember you telling me, Brandon, to watch that movie, so I was like, yeah, I'll watch it. And finally watching it was a treat. But I've been up Zach's ass equally about trying to get him to watch it, and glad to see he's finally done it.
Yeah, I loved it. When I saw it, I didn't, as I said before, I didn't know anything about it. At the time I was going to a community college near home where I got like my associates and all that stuff, and there was a movie theater nearby, but I worked too, so I had I tried to get as many classes into one day as I could. So there'd be gaps during the day where I had nothing to do, so I used to just see a movie once or twice a week. And that one, I didn't really know much about it. I was just like, oh, I think Joss Whedon had something to do with it, and I like horror movies, whatever, and so I just wanted to go see it. And I was the only one in the theater when I saw it, but I was just like,
Wow.
it really caught me off guard, the ending. I did not see that coming.
Let's see if Zach has responded at all. He says he loved it. Yeah, I think, holy grail of, movie payoff shots is that SWAT team just getting obliterated by those fucking monsters
Yeah,
in the elevator.
when the elevators all, open up.
Oh my god, I saw a gif of that, just somebody cut a gif of just that scene, and it's but it's not too gross, but holy shit, that is such a great shot, they did
Not sure why they even have that setting, but
yeah,
satisfying.
right. Oh man, they did not hold back for that. It was so good. Yeah, I liked Cabin in the Woods a lot. I knew that the stoner character was gonna come back because he died off screen and no one else had. I was like, that's the classic trick. And if this movie is being as self-referential as it is, he never died on screen. We just heard some noises, and then he got dragged off screen specifically. I was like, I knew as soon as it happened. I was like, that dude, fucking right there. It's gonna be alive.
I didn't predict that one, although that's a good point.
But I really enjoyed it. I was kind of annoyed in Cabin in the Woods when they were gonna be smart and just barricade everything and be like, we're all gonna stick together, and then they injected the gas that split up. I get it, but I was so mad because I was so excited to see a horror movie where they didn't do what
Yeah, I
they
know.
did.
But I think that's the whole thing they're trying to explain. It's nobody would ever split up. It's stupid.
Oh,
And
it's
then
100%.
they're like, here's why they do it though.
I appreciated that they did that, but I was still mad because I was like, oh, but it's gonna be another 15 years before I get this out. Say that. I was just mad.
I think I've brought this up before in relationship to this movie, but have you guys seen Tucker and Dale
Yeah.
versus Evil?
Yeah, I thought that movie was very fun too. Although the least believable part about that movie was the being like, no, let's talk, Mr. Redneck Man. And, sure, he saved her life, but the movie was I thought very on point, and then at some points I would just kind of be like, this is a dumb scene, but overall I really liked it, and that scene with the wood chipper was gruesome.
I just remember, I don't know, the by that same kind of token of inversion, the way that they keep writing the beat, and it's pretty entertaining.
I do just really enjoy that. The whole story is these kids are so fucking dumb, they just can't not kill themselves.
Yeah.
That's just funny. And then how messed up the main bad guy / kid becomes at the end, I thought was pretty cool and interesting. I thought they did his turn as a villain pretty solid in the movie.
Not gonna lie, you remember a lot more about the movie than
I was gonna say I don't remember much.
I saw the movie about 2
so-
years ago, I would say.
Yeah, it's been a while since I saw it, but I did like it. Yeah, Cabin in the Woods was that opening scene where the very first shot is those two guys driving through the the lab on their part, and they're talking about baby proofing their part. The one guy's baby proofing his house, and I was just I still thought it was gonna be a horror movie, and then it goes just the splash screen where it's a big scream after they just get done talking about mundane shit, and I'm like, what is this movie? What am I about to watch? I had no idea.
That's such a fun way to I love. That's why I try to see as little about movies and games as possible. But if I know I'm gonna watch it, I try and just go in as blind as possible because that's the most pure experience.
I mean, ultimately that's how you should experience stuff. You shouldn't know all about it like that. Everything's about how the story's revealed to you. So if you just, I think modern trailers tell you everything. It just kind of kills the whole point.
It's
Storytelling.
Fucking Velvet Buzzsaw.
You talk about that one a lot. I haven't even watched it. I'm not sure. The question is, was it even worth watching to begin with?
I haven't seen it because
it's kind of a funky movie. I didn't love it.
Yeah.
Who is the director? It's a director who it's by the guy who made Nightcrawler, right?
I think so, yes.
I actually haven't seen
Oh,
Nightcrawler.
I like
Nightcrawler
Nightcrawler.
is a pretty insane movie. I
They
like
say
it a
it's
lot.
really good.
It's really good. Speaking of which, just to throw that out there because I was mentioning it earlier and was blown away. The pilot for Fargo is insane.
Yeah, you did tell me this morning.
It's so crazy.
The
You
pilot?
guys should at least just watch the pilot. Like, fuck.
But I liked the season 1.
Oh wait, so you've seen it?
Yeah.
So the first episode of.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. I mean, I watched it when it came out.
It's like a bunch of shit goes down that I assume carries through a lot of the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Well, as far as I understand, each season's a different.
Story.
That's what I've gathered too.
Yeah, it is.
But the first episode of the first season is just like holy shit.
Yeah. But no, I liked, from what I remember, that I liked the first season of the show, and then I started watching the second season. It was just too fucking weird. So I was just like, okay. So.
Now I gotta ask, is the show related at all to the movie?
It feels like it. It feels like a spiritual successor.
Yeah.
Like as much as possible.
I agree with that. The story is different. It takes place in the same city, and it's a similar kind of story.
Interesting.
Kind of
Yeah,
like
I'm
somebody
assuming
getting
so.
involved in like some crime, and everything just blows up out of proportion, way crazier than anybody's expecting.
I gotta say, Fargo is one of those movies I really appreciated, like, a while after having watched it than I did watching it. Like, Fargo's, like, a really solid movie, but, like, I kind of didn't really appreciate the scope of, like, how crazy shit got in that movie until, like, well after I watched it, and I was just like...
Fargo's a great movie.
That shit started because that dude, like, just fucking junk cars or, like, faked some sales or some
Yeah.
shit, and, like, that's how it all spun out of control.
He was just trying to get some like money to do something, and then it just
Yeah. It's a good movie.
yeah, I like it.
We should, Jay was talking about starting like a book club, which I'm also super down for. But like a movie club would also be super fun because I was talking about Parasite with you, Austin. Like Brandon and I have been talking about Parasite a lot together because we watched it together. But like when we were playing Division and talking about Parasite, you said some stuff that I thought was pretty interesting, and I just wanted to
Yeah.
talk about that stuff.
I do too. I go in on that. I definitely feel like, I mean, whenever we've talked about any kind of endeavor into something like a podcast or whatever, it's usually been on that beat. But I also feel like there are a lot of those. But even just like doing that and then like grouping up and chatting about it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. That'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be also fun to like kind of trade around the movies that you end up like having a good conduit for like getting people interested in movies that you want them to watch and whatnot.
Like,
Yeah,
bad
exactly.
movies.
Like there's like a trade-off of like, okay, I'll watch this one, but then you have to watch the one that I picked.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
I like that. And I love it because I like discussing like sort of like the deeper shit. You talking about like the thematic things that like work in a movie. That's like one of my favorite things. I think is like kind of developing, like kind of like trying to understand that subtext and stuff like that.
Man, I think I said this last time, but I just don't draw often enough. My hand hurts.
You're almost done.
I'm so excited I finished that
Wow.
comic. So I'm like when
I got some swole ass hand.
When I work, I got some swole ass body from all my gym shit, bruh.
Well, do you gym, bro?
What? No,
Charlotte
I don't
Gaines,
know if
bro?
I mentioned it. I'm like, okay, I get those Charlotte, bro.
You get those Sergio Gaines, bro?
I get those surgical games, bro.
Wow.
It's like, I don't know if I've ever mentioned that I go to the gym or like this single episode, honestly. once or twice.
Do you post a picture of yourself at the gym when you're done? Because
I thought about it.
if you don't, I don't think the workout takes.
Did you take the before?
I wish I had actually, because the after was pretty fucking sweet, guys.
Ferda.
You have to start lifting some stuff at home.
For the people who are totally watching this and could find out the password to our Wi-Fi, one of them is Ferda.
Are you serious? Did I get you guys that hooked on Letterkenny?
We were watching the shit of it right when we moved, which is when we set it up.
I'm so happy. That makes me so happy. Ugh.
I just have to give it a try.
Yeah, you gotta. It's a big thing. Wait, what did Karen say?
She said, you're in quarantine the other day.
That's hilarious. That's great. You're hanging out with your pals in quarantine the other day.
I'm not gonna lie, out of all the various things that are out there to do content based on this whole situation, the one I really want to watch is the Curb Your Enthusiasm about coronavirus. I feel like I need it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, did you cough? I was like, yeah, what? So what? I coughed. I coughed into my coat. Wait, you told me you tested positive yesterday. Yeah, so what? I tested positive yesterday. I coughed into my suit. It's only me. No,
That's not enough.
that's not how this works.
I need to get caught up on the newest season. I'm not all the way caught up.
The newest season, I mean, it's not. It was going real strong, and it just got a little bit less strong, but it's been great.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I saw the
back
first
and
few
forth.
episodes and I loved them. But I'm not caught up.
Did you see the one with Amplify?
Yes, I did.
So
They'll chip their teeth. It's a good show.
It is a good show. I do love that show. I need to really I've seen just snippets of the later seasons, but I have watched 1 through 3 all pretty
Yeah.
all the way.
It's a good show to watch in order because there's a lot of running jokes that you wouldn't know even
Yeah.
exist, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Morgan have been binging through it. We're at season, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something. But maybe we'll finish it during our quarantine.
Alright, I'm almost done.
I'm almost finished coloring.
Oh shit. I'm close.
No rush.
Enough. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that they're going to, at least I think it was Universal specifically, is going to be releasing movies direct to home.
Good. Hopefully that'll take and stay after this is
know,
done
right?
for it.
That's the thing, I'm psyched about that, but I also really like movie theaters. So on one hand, I really want to be able to watch a lot of movies just straight away, but I still also really want to be able to go see Avatar 2 in some ridiculous setting. You know what I mean?
that movie will never come out though, so.
Definitely not.
Probably won't.
But no, I agree. I want to have the choice is what I want.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I don't feel like going to the theater, but also sometimes I do.
So I guess interestingly too, though, that probably might most affect the smaller theaters more than because the big theaters will just stay because that'll be what people really want to go see things in when they want to go to the theaters. But then the smaller theaters wouldn't keep up the revenue, so you wouldn't have as many good places to go see something like indie or whatever in theaters. But yeah, I agree. I want to be able to watch it at home too. There are a lot of examples of movies where I'm like, I'm just gonna wait because I don't need to see this.
Exactly.
Theater, but it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
They're getting
And these days,
closer. Things that just left theaters or at the end of their run sometimes become available now digitally.
yeah.
I'm all about
you
it.
get really good ways to watch it now at home. It's pretty intense what your home setup can be.
And I don't. Well, for the sake of anyone who might be listening, I don't do any pirating. But if I were to do pirating, I don't do much. But I will say when things are available, I don't pirate at all. It's when it's they make it hard for me to get, and it's okay, well I want to give you my money, you're just not letting me.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like there's been a weird relationship between me pirating stuff and me adulting.
Yeah.
I've been uniquely just proud about renting a fucking movie. I'm like, man,
Yeah. No, I don't do it
it's on
anymore.
the Pirate Bay or whatever the fuck.
I gotta say, I feel like I'm allowed to say this now because there's been enough space between then and now, but I last year officially bought all the programs that I used to make my shit. So art program legally,
That's awesome.
purchased. Our music program, legally purchased. All the beats you're hearing, made on legally licensed software that I did not pirate. So I'm very happy to make that step. Definitely took a hit to my savings for doing so,
But it feels good.
It does feel good. I agree. And like I said, I want to give people money if they let me.
Yeah, and it's getting a little bit better. Like the fact that on iTunes you can rent a movie for $4, but you get to watch it and like all the nice stuff and all that good shit, and like you're really only gonna watch it the one time anyway.
yeah.
It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Alright, I think.
I'm almost finished.
I'm so close. I'm sorry.
What was that?
I'm getting there.
We're
You
good.
can take your time.
No rush.
There's no expectation of a rush. We'll just chit chat while you do your thing. So yeah. Are there any movies coming out that you guys are out?
I don't know.
I'm very psyched
Go ahead.
about Tenet and Dune, and even Top Gun. Like I'm kind of down for Top Gun.
What's the
But
first one you said?
Tenet, it's the new Nolan movie.
Oh right, yeah, I see.
Dune is the biggest thing I'm psyched about. Though I'm really fucking down about
When's
Dune.
that
I was
supposed to
psyched
come out?
about James Bond. Dune is like Christmas,
Okay.
so it's probably still on track. In fact, it'll probably have like a even bigger showing now.
Yeah,
and
fair.
then, assuming Bill, and then yeah, right. And then Tenet was supposed to be summer. It might still be. And then Top Gun was also summer.
I don't know if I am excited for Top Gun.
It just looks like it has a lot of interesting sequences in it with
Yeah.
with flying and whatnot. And I recently discovered that it was directed by a director I find very interesting,
Okay.
just because
Those
he
are
was the
those
guy
are
who
reasons to be
directed.
interested.
Yeah. Directed Tron. What was it? Legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm psyched about those.
Nice. I'm curious. I haven't even looked at reviews. I have no idea how it's being received. It might not be good, but Pixar just came out with a new one that's like an original
Oh yeah.
story. So that's
You know what's interesting about that movie is the main character's name is Ian, and you just don't come across that name a whole lot. So.
Wait, did you say this
Yeah.
that was something interesting or?
I mean, I know you guys have like names.
I know you guys have names.
Names.
Yeah, there's
But
so
no,
many
I was like-
Brandon characters in the movies.
Actually, there's not. Though. It's
No.
weird.
It's not that bad.
But not a lot of Austins either.
No, not many Austin movies.
But whenever people like read my name on my name tag, they're just like Ian. And I'm
Oh
just
my
like,
god, how?
What?
Again. Yeah, that happened today twice. I can tell you.
Who are these?
I feel like Ian is a pretty like
Yeah.
known name.
You would think, but apparently not. People think like I don't know. Anyways, and sometimes I have to like they're like, what's your name?
You
Anne?
should be like, nope, I am Ian.
I am Ian. But you know, I was thinking like, oh, be like, oh hey, like that's how you say that name, and then maybe you know, we'll see that fucking Pixar movie, people will stop getting my name wrong. But I just want to go to the theaters now because coronavirus is keeping my name in the dark.
I once met a guy actually named Ian, so
Okay,
you should find this guy and beat him up, because he's
Actually,
probably the reason that people are
it's
confused.
his fault.
You just give me the coordinates. I'm not fucking throwing hands, man. I've been training for this.
I've been wanting to beat up an Ian for a while now.
Man. It
All
just
right.
feel right.
Is it time to reveal?
It's time.
Alright, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, reveal.
Oh wait, I have to click the things. I'm excited. Oh my god. Yes.
I just want to be pure. Oh, then you're washing your hands.
Yeah.
I get it. That's great work. Great work.
Well, we all took it somewhere. I love it.
There's all of our drawings have a person with a similar haircut.
Oh,
It's
you're
true.
right.
We assume bald people are those. What happened?
I gotta say, I'm actually really proud of you guys for this. I'm glad we all managed to make something happen with the theme of washing your hands. Like,
Came
We
out.
really did.
Came out great.
Yeah, good job.
I mean, I hate to lean on the like wordplay again, but I can't.
I
help
love the wordplay, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
great.
Beer was really necessary.
That's pretty funny.
Hans doesn't seem happy about being washed.
He's not happy about anything.
No.
He just seems pretty stoked about it. I feel like he's used to it.
Yeah, he's putting up with it. He's like, well, you know, gotta be clean, I
This is how my
suppose.
forehead stays clean. Oh, fucking shit. That's funny.
Well done. Well done.
Well, that's all for this episode. You can rest your hand now, Austin. Thanks for being on the show. Yeah, you gotta wash your hand and then rest it. Let me save this drawing real quick.
Folks, I would normally say I wish I could hug everyone as far away from each one of you as I want to be, so,
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, gents.
Yeah, thanks for any time.
I should probably, sorry I couldn't get you in the chat, like, didn't see the,
I was locked out.
Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna play us out.
Alright, please do. Is this you playing us out?
Yeah, it's happening.
Is it playing right now?
It's happening right now.
Okay, sweet. So, what was your favorite part about tonight's episode, guys?
Oh boy. You know, I like that one part. You know, the one.
Oh, yeah.
It was a solid part, but the other part was...
You know, I was gonna mention that. I just didn't know if that would be it too.
Yeah, the other part was, I think, you can't really...
I just feel like everybody likes that part, so.
Yeah, no, it's like...
We also all went for pink with our soap, effectively.
That's true. That's true.
Soapy pink.
Yeah.
It's like the same shade of pink for me and Jay.
That's
Hold
true.
on, I'm gonna see, like, how, like, they are real quick. I mean...
Pretty damn close.
I mean... Oh, I did recently watch the end of Archer, at least so far.
Oh, I need to.
The show
That season's
ends, or?
a strange one. The space one.
Oh yeah.
There's a... I mean, they spoiled already in the news what goes on at the end, but the show will change things up again with yet another season.
Oh boy. I'm excited for him to come out of the coma, because I hate dream episodes.
Yeah.
I'm so far behind. I don't even know. I knew he went to space, but I didn't know he was in a coma.
Well,
This is the second time going to space.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew he went to, I haven't seen since the first time he went to space.
was it that they did that when ISIS like really got in the news, or they just did it because they were bored?
When the ISIS got in the news, they changed to
They changed the name of the thing.
yeah. They that's when they started selling drugs, I think, and they got out of.
Oh right, yeah. Forgot about that part too. Yeah, that show's changed a lot.
Yeah, which is good, I think, for that type of show. It's just kind of like constantly a different thing. It's not a bad
Yeah, especially
thing.
because they kept the stuff that you wanted to stay around, which was the character tropes and things like that.
Right.
You know, like, they still had all their
Keeps the
crazy
show from
quirks
getting
that
all
you found.
stale.
Cheryl's the best, man. She's
So funny. Although I will say, like, the weird, like, her being a country singer arc in Archer Vice was, like, I don't know,
kind of remember that.
yeah, I don't know. It wasn't my favorite, let's just say that. It seemed like
All
it
the-
was, it just took me out sometimes.
I feel like all the characters just go on these weird storyline arcs all the time.
Yeah.
Alright, well that's that for this show.
The show is still going, I
It's
guess.
still going, yeah. Well, you know, I'm just gonna cut it off in the middle.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching.
Love the king.
See you next time. Stay safe. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, stay alive, please.
Yeah.